we're back. By popular demand, you guys asked for it, so I am happily delivering another trend prediction video for 2025. I always get so excited to do these videos. I'm such a nerd when it comes to fashion. I love looking up what's trending. I love looking up what pieces I can add into my wardrobe, what items are going to be huge for the coming year. And if you guys missed it, I've already done a trend prediction video for my top 10 trends for 2025. And I mentioned in that video that I could talk about trends for hours, that there were so many more that I'd missed out. And it was a resounding yes to a part 2. So today we are back with my top, gonna have to be top 20 fashion trends for 2025. That doesn't quite have the same ring to it. 10 more trends for 2025, items to keep an eye out on, pieces to add into your wardrobe, and things to just have a little bit of fun with. I am not a trend follower at all, which is kind of ironic that I love doing these videos. I am definitely someone who would say I have a very classic, understated style, but I love knowing what's trending. I love seeing those items that are going to be really, really big for the year and thinking about how I can add them into my outfits, add them into my wardrobe, and just have a little bit of fun. Fashion is all about fun. All about having fun with your wardrobe, experimenting, playing about with your style, and if you're not having fun, then what is the point? So these are more maybe like micro trends, items to keep an eye out on for 2025, and pieces that you can add into your wardrobe if you want to be super on trend this year. So I'm going to jump straight into it with 10 more trends for 2025. Starting off with a trend that I am personally so excited for, and that is old school elegance, particularly tweed. I, for one, love this kind of style. These kinds of jackets, I feel like, epitomize that old school elegance style, and we have seen this style coming out in so many different variations, whether it's jackets, cardigans, dresses, tops. This kind of tweed detail with the gorgeous buttons running down it, oh my goodness me, I cannot get enough of it. If you're like me and you really like elegant, timeless silhouettes, I feel like this is a great trend to jump on, because even when it's not necessarily a trend, these are pieces that I know I am going to still wear and still rock. These are the kind of items that I feel like you can have in your wardrobe for 10, 20, 30 years time. In fact, this to me is the embodiment of ageless fashion. If you haven't heard me talking about ageless fashion before, it's basically those pieces where no matter what age you are, what stage of life you're at, you would happily wear it. It's not something that you look at and go, oh, that's for a 20-year-old, oh, that's for a 40-year-old. No matter what age you are, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, this is the kind of piece that you can wear and rock and look absolutely amazing. And I am loving the old school elegance trend. I feel like it's going to be so huge for 2025, and one that I feel like perfectly describes the kind of style I absolutely adore. Trend number 2 is a denim trend that I am personally so excited for. I know we already talked about double denim, which is something that is going to be huge for 2024, but I've also noticed a real resurgence in white denim. White denim is going to be massive in 2025, and I personally am already adding pieces into my wardrobe. I really like white denim, whether that's white denim jeans, white denim skirts, white denim jackets. I'm noticing so much white denim, and I feel like because we've seen blue denim everywhere for like the past 10, 15, 20 years time, it's quite nice to see a denim in a little bit of a different colorway. I think it's one that you can have a lot of fun with and play about really easily. It's the kind of thing that I feel like transcends seasons as well. You can wear white denim jeans in spring, in summer when it's chilly enough here in the UK, and in autumn as well, and just play about with the tones. I can't wait until the weather gets a little bit warmer. I can wear some beautiful white denim jeans, maybe some like striped jumpers, epitomize that fisherman's aesthetic if you watched part 1 to this video, and just really embody the coming season. I feel like white denim is going to be such a great one to invest in. I might leave a little link to some of my favorite white denim pieces that I've seen online, because as I said, I've already been doing a little bit of shopping and adding a few of them into my wardrobe myself. So it's a trend I'm again so excited for in 2025. Trend number 3 is one that I feel like is a real full circle moment. If you grew up in the noughties like I did, these were everywhere, and I'm kind of excited about the fact that they are back, because I do feel like they're very timeless, they're very classic, they're very understated, and that is the Thong Sandal. They are going to be huge this year, and I've seen them done in a lot of different variations and a lot of different ways. And this is what I love about seeing trends resurface, is how they can kind of like evolve and adapt in the new season. I've seen thong sandals in so many different variations. I've seen them with a square toe, I've seen them with more of an almond toe, I've seen them with a little bit of a heel. I feel like they're going to be such a huge shoe for 2025, and they're the kind of thing that I feel like you can style up in so many different ways with so many different pieces. I love personally a simple thong sandal with a pair of jeans. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I also love it with A-line skirts, slip skirts, dresses, even tailored trousers. I think it makes a real smart outfit a little bit more casual. It's almost like that supermodel off-duty look, and I just think it's really, really cool. So keep an eye out on your favorite shoe brands. I guarantee a lot of them are going to be bringing out thong sandals for 2025. Now, obviously, we're not going to love every single trend that comes our way and be excited about every single new piece that's going to be hot for 2025. And speaking of hot, this next item is not one that I think I am going to jump on the bandwagon of, and that is hot pants. Hot pants started coming back in 2024. I noticed a few of them on the runways. I noticed a few of them trickling into the high street, and I feel like they are going to boom in 2025. And as a girl, again, who grew up in the 90s, I've been scarred by the hot pant trend in the past. I am a petite girl. I do not have long legs. I have very chunky thighs. I've got a big bottom, and it's just not a trend that suits me. I feel like you have to look like Kendall Jenner in order to pull off that trend. And if that is one that you want to try, if that is one that you're excited about, absolutely go for it. It's just not one that I'm personally excited about myself. I've seen a lot of the hot pant trends being styled with tights, and I feel like it's almost a continuation. If you watch my 2024 trend prediction video, you will know that tights, sheer tights, were huge for last year. And I feel like it's almost being adopted into that trend. People are pairing their hot pants with tights. It seems to be huge for the coming season. I've seen girls styling them up with blazers, with jumpers, with shirts. It's going to be interesting to see how that trend develops throughout the year and how that trend evolves. But for me, it's definitely one I'm going to avoid. Trend number 5 is one that I know so many of you are going to be excited about, and it's a continuation from a trend in 2024. And I said it in my part 1 video, but it's so exciting seeing how many trends have actually evolved and continued from the previous year. I feel like micro trends are on the out a little bit, and we're much preferring longevity, even in our trends. Even though trends are usually quite short-lived, I'm noticing a lot more longevity in them. And this trend in particular, I feel like every single year we see it coming and resurfacing, and that is animal print, particularly leopard print. It is always a pattern that is going to be on style, but I'm noticing a lot more animal print that's been coming up, whether that's zebra print, cheetah print, which is slightly different, giraffe print, cow print. I have seen it all, and it is going to be huge for 2025. I feel like it's a great one to add in to your wardrobe in just really subtle, small ways, whether that's a pair of shoes, a little handbag, maybe even a belt or an accessory, or even just like a pair of jeans or a skirt. There's so many different options that you can play about with, and so many different ways that you can add the animal print trend into your wardrobe in a really fun but subtle way. I feel like that's a trend so many of you guys are going to be excited for. Now, we already touched on the colour of the season in part 1, but there are 2 more colours that I wanted to talk about that are going to be huge in 2025. Colours that I think, depending on your skin tone, depending on your wardrobe, could look absolutely incredible. So the first colour is powder pink. And it's really interesting to see how this has shifted from the kind of Barbie core that we saw. When did Barbie come out? It feels like it was ages ago now. Was it last summer or the summer before then? We saw this real resurgence in like hot pink Barbie core trend. This almost feels like the mature older sister of the Barbie pink. It's a little bit more powdery, it's a little bit more muted. In fact, it's almost been a bit of an evolution with the colours, how it started from red, it's gone to burgundy, and now it's gone into powder pink. It's really interesting to see how the colours kind of like shift, ebb and flow. I think it's so fun to witness. Now for me, powder pink is a colour that I do adore. I literally have a gorgeous powder pink lamp sitting in my dressing room, but it's a colourway that I feel like is very fleeting. For me, it's a colourway that as soon as it hits spring, summer, I absolutely adore. And I guarantee I'm going to fall down the rabbit hole of powder pink this spring, summer. As soon as the weather gets a little bit warmer, it gets a little bit brighter, I absolutely adore having pink in my wardrobe. However, as soon as we step foot into autumn, winter, it's a colour that I literally want gone. I want out of my life, out of my wardrobe. And I've noticed this has been a bit of a pattern within my styling 4 years. I've done this so many times. I even invested in like a pink bag, which I wore I think one summer, barely touched again, and just needed to say goodbye to. So it's a colorway that I'm really interested to see how it's going to evolve and how it's going to develop over the coming year. Again, it's a colorway that I feel like is quite easy to add into your wardrobe. I've seen some beautiful powder pink cardigans, knitwear, jumpers, coats I think is a really fun one, scarves, bags, shoes, accessories. Let me know if you're excited about powder pink. I feel like it's going to be such a huge color for the year. And the other big color for 2025 is again a colorway that I am undecided if I'm really going to dip my toe into, but I know so many of you girls are going to absolutely rock, and that is butter yellow. I feel like butter yellow started to come out in 2024, but in 2025 it is going to be huge. And I've been dabbling my toe into a little bit more colors similar to butter yellow. I rediscovered mustard this autumn and really loved it, and never really thought mustard was my color before, so maybe butter yellow is going to surprise me and I'll find the perfect butter yellow piece to style up for 2025. But being a pale girl, I have very pink undertones to my skin. It's a colorway I do feel like I have to be a little bit careful with, because sometimes it can make you look washed out and sick. Sometimes it can make you look so bronzed and golden, and it's absolutely stunning. If you're more olive or you have a darker skin tone, I feel like butter yellow just makes your skin color glow. Absolutely glow. So if you can wear the butter yellow trend, oh my goodness me, take one for me and run with it, because it's such a fun trend and I feel like a beautiful colorway, particularly for summer in 2025. I think it's just going to be such a fun one to keep an eye out on this year. Trend number 7 is another trend that I feel like has been a continuation from 2024, and again one that I know so many of you guys are going to be excited for, and that is refined athleisure. I feel like this is a really fun trend because it's a very wearable trend, and this is what I always want to show you. Trends that are going to be coming in that you can actually wear, that you can actually style. There's no point in me talking about a trend that you think, I could never actually wear that. In fact, in my last video, I did talk about sheer being a trend that I didn't really know if I was going to dabble into, and a couple of you guys told me that you'd picked up sheer pieces. Describe to me how you were styling them, and now I'm like, okay, that is a wearable trend. Maybe I need to add some sheer bits into my wardrobe. And athleisure, I feel like, is such a wearable trend that so many of us can adopt into our daily style. Think about that like Lululemon mum in the Range Rover going to her Pilates class, where you're wearing your athleisure, but you're kind of elevating it ever so slightly. You're wearing it with like beautiful jumpers, you're wearing it with blazers, with coats, you've got a gorgeous pair of trainers on. It's basically just athleisure, but just elevated ever so slightly. And I feel like it just makes it so much more day-to-day wearable. Let me know how you're going to be wearing athleisure in 2025. I feel like it's a trend that so many of us are going to be excited for. So many of us are going to be able to wear. It's such a great one for 2025. Now, I know a few of you guys invested in this particular trend in 2024 when it started surfacing last year. Well, good news, it is going nowhere. The bubble hem trend is just developing, it's just evolving, it's getting bigger and better than ever. And I'm actually really intrigued to see where this trend is going to go, because it started off in just mini skirts and I've seen it developing into middies and maxis. And maxis I am most excited for because I feel like it gives it real volume, I feel like it gives it real gravitas, and is a trend that you might not think is very me, but I can actually see myself jumping on board with. I think it's a really fun one. I've seen it start up in so many different ways. So many different girls are rocking the bubble hem trend, and it's one that I feel like is just a little bit of fun. It's really interesting seeing how different these trends are, how some of them are a bit more practical, some of them are a bit more day-to-day, some of them, like the bubble hem trend, are just a little bit more fun. I feel like a little white mini skirt or even a white maxi skirt would just look so gorgeous, and it's the kind of piece that I feel like you can dress up or dress down. So if you did invest in the bubble hem trend last year, your luck is in, it's coming back for 2025. Trend number 10. Or I guess trend number 20, if we're putting these two videos together, if we are merging them, the last trend I want to talk about for 2025, which is an interesting one, because it's a trend I've seen a lot of girls crying about over on TikTok, that the fact this is becoming a trend. And I do in a way kind of get it, because I feel like if you have embodied this style, if this has been a real true reflection of your personality for the longest time, sometimes it can be a little bit disappointing when it becomes up as like a micro trend. However, I feel like this is one where a lot of girls can have a lot of fun with, and even when it's no longer trending, the girls that rocked the style before can continue to rock it well and truly afterwards. And this is more of a summer trend, something that I think is going to be huge once the weather starts to get a little bit warmer, and that is boho. Boho is going to be huge this year, and I feel like it's one that's going to be so fun for the summer. It's just about that like ethereal, boho chic, running in the wind kind of style. Think about your gorgeous cotton dresses, your frills, your fringing. It's one that I think is going to be so big again in summer 2025. To me, it feels very like festival chic. I basically picture the brand Chloe. That to me is the epitome of a boho brand, and I do have a few Chloe pieces that I absolutely adore that I'm definitely going to have to pull out of storage for summer this year. I feel like it's going to be one that a lot of us can have a lot of fun with again and just really embody throughout the summer. I do love seasonal dressing, and to me boho style is just so seasonal. It's so summery and one that you can have a lot of fun with. So the boho trend is going to be another huge one for 2025. So I hope you guys have enjoyed part 2 of my favorite fashion trends for 2025. Let me know, comment down below what your favorite trend is for the coming year, what you're most excited to wear. Maybe you already have a few pieces that are similar to this. I love it when I have something in my wardrobe already that I never considered a trend, that I never really even thought about, and it suddenly becomes big, it becomes huge, and I think, yes, there I was, one step ahead of the curve. Let me know if that's you with any of these trends. If you are new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. You can come and join us for lots more fashion videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.